Alright, this time it's a past paper question about a Ferris wheel and the height of a point above the ground at a given time. Very common questions to get. Good if we can get our head around them and make sure we know what we're doing. Philip's done a good response to this as well. I'm going to show you an alternative one that will hopefully also explain what they've done with their mark scheme, so you can see how you can possibly save a little bit of time, because it's going to be really important. If you can find the fast way to do these questions, you're going to find you finish your exam with time to spare. That's a big advantage. Time to spare means you can then go ahead and check your work and get more marks, hopefully. And that's what we're going to train to do over the next few months. So keep up the good work, and let's see how we go with this one. Alright, so the very first bit that we've got here is quite straightforward. Part A, find the height of a seat above the ground after 15 minutes. And we're told the very exciting information that one revolution every 30 minutes. So at 15 minutes, obviously, given that you start at the bottom, you're going to be way up at the top. We've got a radius of 50 here, another radius of 50 to go from the centre all the way to the top. And we started 1 metre above the ground, so you're just going to be able to write the height of 15. If you want to write it as a little function or something like that, or you can write it in words, won't really matter, equals 101 metres. Now, I would imagine they probably gave an A2 mark for that. It's not always a good idea to just go straight to the answer, so we could always say, oh, you've given evidence there that you've found it at 15 and you're finding the height, so that's all right. Otherwise, you'd just go 50 plus 50 plus 1, and you get your 101 that way. But for that one, I'm pretty sure you'd be getting A2 and 2 marks just for getting to 101. Let's have a look at the next one. After 6 minutes, the seat is at point Q. So it's over here. Find its height above the ground at Q. One revolution is 30 minutes. Now, I'm going to know in 6 minutes, how far am I going to go? Well, that's 1/5 of 30, so it's 1/5 of a revolution. 1/5 of a revolution, which is, of course, an angle of 2 pi over 5. Okay, well, that's pretty easy. This is obviously not in our non-calculator section, because we're going to need 2 pi over 5 is not one that we usually deal with. So now I just want to know what's the height above when this angle here is 2 pi over 5. What am I trying to find? I'm trying to find 50 minus whatever that height is. Or, sorry, 50 minus that height there. Now, what do we know? Well, we know the hypotenuse is 50 there, so this side must be the adjacent side, and this is what they're getting at by evidence of showing a circle. Here I've got 2 pi over 5. That's 50, so the adjacent side is that one there, and I can just go straight to my cosine rule. Cosine of 2 pi over 5 equals the adjacent side divided by 50. 50 cos 2 pi over 5 is the adjacent side. Now, I'm going to have to pause and just look up what that actual value is. Actually, I might be able to do it over here. Let's see if this is going to let me calculate in here. 50 cos bracket 2 pi divided by 5 bracket equals... didn't want to do it for me. Alright, let's just pause for a second and I'll be back with the answer in a tick. Well, that was pretty painless, and once I can find where my stylus is hiding now... Oh, there I am. Okay, there you go. 15.45 metres was the length of the adjacent side. So therefore the height above the ground, which is after 6 minutes, is going to be 51 metres, subtract 15.45 metres, which is going to give us 35.55 metres. And there you have it. I hope that helps. Let's see you in the next one. Cheers. Oh, I'm back. even though you didn't realize I was gone. Because look at that, 35.55. What did I forget to do? And you have to give yourself an uppercut every time you forget to do this. What do you have to do? You have to make sure that you use the correct rounding. So 35.6 meters would be better for this one. Now, I don't know why they said 35.5 in their mark scheme, because 15.45, well, I guess if they used 15.5 there, if they rounded to 3 significant figures there, then they would have got it. But you shouldn't be rounding your partway answers. You should only round your final answer. So 35.6 should be what you have for that one. Remember those significant figures. I should remember them too. All right. See you guys.